Obviously, there was a lot to like about Adelaide tonight, but are you concerned again, slow start?
No, not concerned. I mean, footy is a game of momentum, so if you say that we're going to win by that sort of margin at the end and you have a slow start, well, you take that every day of the week. But, yeah, look, it gets beat up a fair bit, but it's a game of momentum.
You mentioned that word. I mean, your season's gathering great momentum. Do you feel that, obviously within the four walls? Or?
Yeah, no, I think we've played some really consistent footy over the last month, which has been pleasing for the group. You know, they've trained well. They're in a really good headspace, and they're getting great reward for their effort at the moment, which is I'm really proud of them.
It is a game of momentum, and you were able to get most of the momentum tonight, score another big win, but against a really top-notch side, a start like that might give them too much momentum to come back. I mean, how do you sort of start getting into it a bit quicker?
Yeah, no, even early on again, Harry, like inside 50s were in our favour. We just couldn't put scoreboard pressure on. So that's the end result. So we've got to make sure that against, top four teams, that you actually do put them on the scoreboard like we did, the week before, So it's important. We understand that. They're not trying to miss, but, yeah, we do need to keep building pressure in big games, no doubt.
What about the fact that you kick 8 goals in the second quarter without Brisbane scoring, and for the second week in a row you've really put a team to the sword? Do you feel like the boys have got a ruthless streak about them when they get going? Yeah,
no, absolutely. I mean, they're a really proud group and a ruthless group. They want to play well and they want to win. So, part of being an AFL player is you've got to have that streak in you. So you look at all the quality teams that have played in finals and won premierships, they've got that streak in them. So once again, we had 7 or 8 guys under 23 years of age today. So that's exciting for us, and they're playing the style of footy that we want them to play. So, no, really proud of them.
I think all those successful teams really enjoy their footy. Players will probably having a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, well, winning helps, Harry, as you know. But as I said, they're getting reward for effort, and they're getting great, positive reinforcement about how we want to play, and they're getting a result for it. So that's the best form of reinforcement to do it on the weekend for those 2 hours.
You've got a few young players that are playing exceptionally good football for their lack of experience, 5 or 7 games, each. Is it going to be difficult for you to keep them in there, when you come up with these tough games like you've got Geelong, should you make the final? Is it hard to keep them inside, or you're just going to base it on their form and don't worry about their age and inexperience?
Yeah, the game doesn't know how old you are. No. So, I mean, those young guys that are playing, they're playing their role and they're performing at a high level. So, once again, another great weekend for the footy club. SANFL team, dominated again today. Another 4 or 5 guys playing consistent footy, which puts pressure on selection again. So it's going to be another long week at the selection table for us.
Did you have 108 or at least an interim score in Melbourne with awareness of how that might affect the next 4?
No, I was too busy worrying about our game. But, yeah, that's, as I said, for us, it's all about us. And where we win, we can't really worry about other teams' results.
James, you know how old James was out there. Was he falls at 9 goals today? Is he a chance to rest of his way back in?
Yeah, well, it's a tough one, Harry. I mean, the forward line's functioning really well, and to see Tex kick 7, today was outstanding, and Eddie hitting the scoreboard, and we're sharing the load. So he's been an unbelievable leader and another teacher for us, and it was great reward for him today. He's been in really good form for most of the year, but once again, the same as him and Grigg, Otten, Cheney, these guys, they've got to try and bust their way in, but the team's performing well, so very hard to break in.
What's he like with his mentor himself off the field?
He's outstanding. He's a guy that's been around a long time, has played a lot of footy, and no doubt he's had a big impact on our younger guys and our key forwards.
Scott, to have Henderson, Brodie Smith, Roy Laird in the sort of form they're in, do you feel like are you pleased with that run that they're giving you off half back, and that's where a lot of it started?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm pleased for the whole team with the way they're playing. So you individualise 3, but the way Talia's playing as well, Laird's playing his role down back, the pressure that we're putting on in the forward line, and our midfield's been pretty consistent for most of the year. So the recipe's there, the ingredients are there. So it's just about how far we can go now.
obviously right.
Yeah, no, he's fine. He played that third quarter out, but it was probably more precautionary than anything. He'll have his hands full this week coming, so we'll keep an eye on him.
Guys? Do you think the players are hearing that message of how far we can go when you're still living on the edge as far as whether you'll even make the finals, or do you think that that they're allowed to look further ahead than maybe the next 2 weeks?
No, absolutely not. We've got a really narrow focus at the moment, and that, I reckon that's been a real positive. So they know where they're at. As we keep saying, we've got to earn the right to get there, and we just got to keep winning. So next week we're up against the top 2 team that's going to really challenge us and show us where we're at. So we're looking forward to that.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Appreciate your time.